Hi and welcome to another video for Year 7 Maths, still under the chapter Algebra, but today we are going to deal with how to solve linear equations. So this is the first part of all the parts that I'm going to plan for solving linear equations. So basically you have to remember one thing. You can use equality rule to solve simple equations. So what you're going to do later is you're going to operate on both sides of an equation. So you're either going to add both sides or subtract both sides or multiply both sides or divide both sides with a number later. And you also use combining several operations when you are going to solve it by more than one step. So let's proceed to the illustration over here. So let's say here, okay, so for a linear equation to be solved, you are actually trying to find the value of the unknown. So this value of the unknown is known as the solution for your linear equation. So for example here, take x plus 2 equals 4. So when you see over here, the first one, you can represent this x plus 2 on a balanced scale. So here, x plus 2 on the left side equals or has the same value as 4. So when you take 2 from the left side, so obviously the left side will be tilted upwards. So what you're going to do to make it balance once more is to take the same value on the right side. So here, when you minus 2 on both sides, you will have x. So x equals 2 over here, and this is your solution. So let's try to apply the idea on example number 1. Part A, solve the following. X minus 3 equals 9. So here, you can see that it is actually the opposite of what you see in your equation. So here let's say you have minus 3. So here you have x. So what you are going to do is to plus 3 on both sides. So negative 3 plus 3, you will make it cancel. So you are left with, therefore, x equals 9 plus 3 equals 11. So you can double check once more. Is it true that 11 minus 3 equals 9? Yes, it's correct. So let's move on to the next one. X plus 4 equals 14. So using equality rule, you have to subtract 4 from both sides of the equation. So you will have x equals 14 minus 4, 10. So that's simple. That's for addition and subtraction. And for your information, you can also do the same thing for multiplication and division. So for example here, 2 times x, 2x equals 4. So the opposite of multiplication is division. So you have to divide 2 on here. So x equals 2 for this one. And for the left side, you have 1/3 x. So this is actually can be written as x divided by 3. So the opposite of divide is multiply. So 3 multiplied by 1/3, it will become 1, cancel. So on the right side, you will multiply 3 by 3 to get 9. So let's apply the same idea on this example. So here you can see that here, 3x, 3 times x equals 15. So you have to divide both sides by 3. So I will write division as if I'm writing fraction. They carry the same meaning. So you will have x equals 15 divided by 3. You will get 5. Okay? So here, it's not 0. It's 3 divided by 3. You will get 1. And for the last one here, you have to multiply x over 2 by 2. So let's say I write the multiply 2 here. So you have to write down also multiply 2 on the right side. Therefore, your x will become 6 times 2 is 12. So here, you can verify once more your solution. So is it true that 12 divided by 2 is 6? Yes, it's true. And or over here, 3 times x equals 5. 3 times 5 equals 15 now. So far, you have encountered equation that you can solve by a step. Now, what if you require more than a step? So when you are solving equation that requires more than a step, you have to isolate the unknown over here. So we need to use more than one operation. So here, let's begin. So in example 3, you have in part A 2x minus 5 equal negative 3. So here I have written in the side box. On both sides, you have to do plus 5 first, then divided by 2. So you notice that it is working in a reverse both mass. So for example over here, when you form 2x minus 5, 2 times x minus 5. But when you are doing or isolating the unknown, you have to do the reverse. So here, you have to start with plus 5, right? So when you do this, on the left side, you are left with 2x because negative 5 plus 5 is 0. Now here, sorry, it's not 3. This is plus 5 also. So negative 3 plus 5 will give you 2. And then what you're going to do is you have seen this before in the previous example. 2 multiply x. So you have to do the opposite, multiply 2. So you have to divide this equation both sides by 2. So here 2 is cancelled. So you will have x equals 2 divided by 2 is 1. So that's your answer for example part 3 part A. Now let's move on to example B. Example 3b, 6x minus 7 equals 15. So same thing here, you have to read the side notes. So you have to minus 7 first, and then on both sides. So on the left side you are left with 6x, because here positive 7 minus 7 equals 0. So 15 minus 7 is 125, 6, 7, you will have 8. Okay, just proceed to the next one, which is you're going to divide both sides by 6. So therefore x equals 8 over 6. You can make it into lowest term by dividing this by 2. So you will have 4 out of 3, right? Or you can write it as 1/3. So there you have it for this topic. I hope that it is quite simple to understand. So basically you have to use equality rule to solve linear equation for this first part. I think that's it for this one. So thank you very much. See you next time.